Welcome to Renewed Radiance Yoga with Tami. I'm Tami, and today we are going to do chair yoga. If you haven't done chair yoga before, you're in for a total treat. Just grab yourself a chair, try to find one without any arms. Meet me right back here and we'll get started. Chair yoga was created back in the 1980s as a supplement to traditional yoga. This practice was created using a chair in place of standing for people who may have challenges with their balance, with stamina, and mobility. I really think that chair yoga is underutilized for the perimenopause and menopausal woman. There's so many times in our lives that we may be in a spot that our workout routine has ebbed and flowed, and we need to work on our stamina. This is a great starter spot for that. Maybe you've got some imbalances going on that you're working to get your balance back on track. As we know, in menopause and in perimenopause, we have injuries. Sometimes we wake up in the morning with injuries. We don't know where they came from. And chair yoga is a perfect practice to support any time you need to regroup from an injury. Again, you have the chair for stability. You can work on your mobility, your balance, and your stamina. Let's get started. When you find yourself on your seat, go ahead and scooch close to the edge so your feet can be grounded all the way into the earth, your feet hip-width distance apart. Take a moment to ground down by opening your toes wide, and then just allow them one at a time from your pinky toe to your big toe fall onto the mat, almost as if you're suctioning into the mat on all four corners of your feet. Ground your hands down into your knees, pull your belly button in, lengthen your spine and the crown of your head high to the ceiling. You can close your eyes or lower your gaze, drawing your chin towards your chest. We're going to take a moment here to ground and center. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. Thinking about whatever's taking place today, just let it go. Continuing to breathe in through your nose and out. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Open your mouth wide. Exhale out of your mouth, releasing any expectation or anticipation of what may happen next for the next few minutes. Seal your lips closed, continuing to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Taking notice of the temperature of the air as it comes in through your nostrils, drawing the energy from your breath past your collarbones, your heart, your belly button, down into your thighs, your knees, and then exhale all the stale air out of the bottoms of your feet. If you haven't already, flutter your eyes up. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose with long, luxurious breaths. Sweep your arms high to the sky. Kiss your fingertips together. And bring your hands down to heart center. We're opening our shoulders, so be gentle. Sweep your arms high to the sky. Kiss your fingertips to touch. And bring your hands back down to heart center. One more time, sweep your arms high to the sky. Follow your thumbs with your toes. And then bring your hands down to heart center. Lower your hands onto your thighs. Draw your chest toward the front of the room. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Look up toward the ceiling. Push your tailbone toward the back of your chair. Look out face. Exhale, round your spine. Draw your chin toward your chest. Roll your hips, showing your lower belly to your eyes for cat pose. Inhale, draw your gaze up to the ceiling, feeling a tug from your belly button to your chin. For Go Mukha Asana, cow face pose. Exhale, around your spine. Push your back body toward the back of your chair. Look down toward your navel. Cat pose. One more time, the most exaggerated cow face pose you've done all day. Use your legs to anchor your hands down. Shine your throat and your gaze up toward the ceiling. Push your tailbone back. Exhale, round your spine. Carve your belly button out. Look down toward your navel. Squeeze tight, releasing any last stale bit of air you may still have. Then return back to neutral tabletop. Ground your tailbone into your chair. Lengthen your spine, drawing the crown of your head high to the ceiling. Using your hands to anchor into your thighs, start to rotate your body towards your left hip and then circle all the way around. Make a big keep your feet grounded. Doesn't matter how fast you go. Doesn't matter how slow you go. Keep moving, keep breathing. Take one more rotation, and then when you reach the top of your chair, exhale and go the opposite direction. Keep circling. These are barrel rolls, waking your body up. Again, no matter how fast, slow. Take one more rotation. And then when you reach the back of your chair, come all the way to sitting straight up. Again, lengthening the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Exhale, lower your left hand down to your chair. You can either use your chair for balance by gripping at the side of your chair. You can allow your hand to hang, whatever works best for you. Lengthen your right arm high to the sky. Exhale, start to bend toward the left side of the room, reaching your fingertips over. Again, you can always grip your chair for balance, keeping both of your hip bones grounded into the chair. Inhale, reach both arms back up to center. Exhale, lower your right hand down to your chair. Again, you can grip the chair, allow your hand to hang. Chair poses are all about having stability, so do what feels right for you, reaching your left fingers for the right side of the room. Take notice if your right side body has come down onto your hips, then lift back up. Keep stretching, feel the stretch on the left-hand side of your body. Squeeze your knees toward each other. If you start to feel them flaring out, bring them right back in. Inhale, reach both arms back to center. Now again, at your breath, your pace, we're going to go from side to side, keeping your tailbone grounded onto your chair, reaching over and back with the rhythm of your breath from left to right. Keep breathing, keep moving, keep waking up your side body. Do one more time on each side, and then meet me back in center with both hands reaching high to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine, pull your belly button in. Exhale, hinge at your hips, draw your hands to your knees. You can stay right here for your forward fold or start to tiptoe your fingers down the front of your shins. Draw your gaze towards your knees. Doesn't matter how low you go, you want to feel this stretch in your lower spine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your back body as it reaches up to the ceiling. Exhale down a little bit lower, keeping your tailbone grounded into the chair. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, coming nice and slow, reaching your fingertips to the ceiling. Then your hands down to heart center. Inhale, high to the sky, thumbs toward the back of the room. Draw your shoulder blades down your back body. Hinge at your hips. Bring your hands to your knees and allow them to start to travel down the front of your legs to your shins, maybe your ankles, maybe even all the way to your toes. Release any wrinkles you may have in the back of your neck, drawing your gaze toward your belly button. Squeeze your knees toward each other. Inhale, come all the way up. Kiss your fingertips to touch. And then draw your hands shoulder width apart. Hinge at your hips one more time. You know where we're going here. Your hands can be on your knees, your shins, your ankles are all the way down to your mat. Draw your gaze toward your belly button. Squeeze your knees toward each other. Inhale, rise all the way up. Kiss your fingertips to touch and then bring your hands shoulder width apart. Lower your right hand onto your left knee and your left hand onto your chair. Take a deep breath in and gently look over your left shoulder for a twist. It's so important to keep your hips grounded into your chair and your feet grounded into the earth. Draw your knees toward each other for stability and for balance. Today, you may be looking to the inside of your shoulder, to the outside of your shoulder, or you may even be looking farther, twisting around toward the chair. Whatever variation you've taken, continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale, peel your arms high to the sky. Exhale, lower your left hand to your right knee and your right hand onto your chair. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine and look over your right shoulder. Keep twisting, keep breathing. Inhale, peel your arms high to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down, touching your knees, your shins, your ankles, your toes, or draw your fingers to the outside of your toes, bringing your elbows in close towards your body. Take notice if your hips have lifted off of the chair. Keep them grounded, bringing your fingers to spider fingers if they've made their way all the way to the earth. Women in menopause and perimenopause start to feel symptoms of arthritis and carpal tunnel, and so doing variations with our hands and our wrists are so good for our body, for our joints, and for our fascia. Inhale, draw the palms of your hands to the front of your shins, flatten your back. Draw your gaze about 2 feet out in front of you, feeling the lengthen from your tailbone to the crown of your head for half lift. Exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. Inhale, reach your arms out to the horizon. And with the strength of your abs, come all the way up. Kiss your fingertips to touch and bring your hands down to heart center. Draw your chin toward your chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Lengthen the crown of your head high to the sky. Exhale out of your mouth. If you've closed your eyes, flutter them open. Release your hands down to the chair. Give them a little shake. Give your toes a little wiggle, waking them back up. And then drawing both soles of your feet onto the earth. Lift your right knee off of the earth, bringing your hands underneath the back of your knee. Pull your belly button in, lengthen your spine, and circle your foot clockwise and counterclockwise, starting to wake up your ankles. Again, our joints in menopause need a little extra love. Lower that foot down to the earth, and then bring your hands underneath the opposite knee, circling clockwise, circling counterclockwise, waking up your ankles. Lower your foot back down to the earth. Draw your hands to the front of your left knee and pull your knee in towards your body, feeling the stretch on the front of your thigh, opening up and waking up your hip flexor. Flex your foot, only going as deep as feels good for you, and then point your toe down. Flex your foot, point your toe down, Continue to do that movement back and forth. This is a great exercise to protect your meniscus. Point your toe, flex your toe. This is a great exercise. One more time, and then lower your foot all the way down. Draw your hands around your right knee, pulling it into your chest, feeling a stretch in your hip flexor. Flex your toe and point. Flex and point. Keep flexing, keep pointing. Remembering we are strengthening the muscles around our knees. Those menopausal meniscus tears, warding off some arthritis, strengthening all the muscles that we need to keep our knees nice and healthy. Lower your foot back down to the earth. Start to walk your feet heel toe out. Draw your toes toward opposite walls, starting to open your thighs, maybe even rocking closer to the edges of your chair. If this is uncomfortable or you feel off balance, you can always push back and do one leg at a time. When we're halfway through this pose, I'll let you know and you can switch. Otherwise, bring both open. Again, sitting as close to the edge of the chair as you can. Sweep your arms high to the sky. Draw your palms to the back of your head, opening your wings, feeling your shoulder blades touch behind you. If it's uncomfortable to stack your hands, you can always bring your fingers by your ears or go to cactus arms. All three of those modifications will work well for this pose. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, draw your left elbow toward the left side of the room. Inhale, center. Exhale, draw your right elbow to the right side of the room. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. You may feel this in your inner thigh. Come back up. Then back over to your left. You may feel this in your glutes, in your abs. Exhale over to the right. Come back to center. If you've made the modification, then switch legs, reaching out one leg and bringing the other straight out in front of you. We'll come back to the left side, back to center, back to the right side, back to center. Keep your belly button facing toward the front of the room. Working on your waist here. We all need a nice snatched waist for bathing suit season. One more time on each side. Can you come down a little bit lower? Hold. Maybe even bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale back to center. Exhale left. Last time on the right side. Can you come down a little lower? Look up toward the ceiling. Feel the stretch. Come all the way back up. Wherever your feet are, start to heel toe them back, hip width distance apart. Release your arms down by the chair, palms toward the front of the room. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Exhale, float them back down to your waist. Inhale, high to the sky. Exhale, float them down to your waist. One more time, reach them high to the sky. Kiss your fingertips to touch and bring your hands down to heart center. Now the next pose we're going to do is Warrior Two. If your arms are getting a little tired, I'll give you some modifications for some different poses for your arms, but I invite and encourage you to continue to work on strengthening your triceps and your biceps. So the way we're going to start is reach your right leg out to the side of your chair and then bring your left leg diagonal with the blade side of your foot reaching toward the left side of the room. If this is uncomfortable on your leg, you can always bend your left leg, working up to the full expression. Whatever works best for you, find your adjustments. Then reach your arms out to the horizon. Look over your middle finger toward the right. Take notice if you've reached your fingers way to the right, bring your body back in line with your waist. Continuing to draw your gaze over your middle finger, bringing both arms in line as if they're the letter T. Bend your front knee deeply. Keep reaching. Warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your right arm to your right thigh, your left arm straight up. Starting to work here on side angle, you can keep your arm gently on your front thigh, or you can reach your palm down toward the earth, pressing your forearm and your shin against each other. Keep breathing, keep holding. Draw the palm of your lifted hand toward the front of the room. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, lower your left hand down to the back of your leg, and then sweep your top arm up and over to reverse your warrior. Work really hard to keep your belly button reaching toward the front of the room. Keep breathing. For a little more depth, reach your fingertips more behind you. Reversing your warrior. Exhale, come back up to warrior two. Lower your hands down. Come back to center and reach the opposite leg, your left leg, bending your knee deeply and straightening your right leg. With your right leg lengthened, bringing the blade side of your foot down toward the earth. Reach your arms out to the horizon. Look over your left middle finger. Pull your belly button in. Draw your thighs toward each other. Warrior two. Keep breathing. Keep stretching. And once again, take notice if your shoulders are reaching far to the left. Bring them right back to center. Stacking your shoulders and your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your left arm to your left thigh. Reach your right arm high to the sky, your side angle. You can stay right here. You can reach your left hand down, palm reaching toward the front of the room, with your forearm and the inside of your knee pressing against each other. Keep breathing, keep stretching. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, lower your right hand to your back leg and sweep your left arm up and over, keeping your belly button lifted toward the front of the room. You can always draw your fingertips farther toward the back wall. This pose is as much about strength as it is about balance, so always adjust this back leg if you need more stability. Inhale, back we go. Then come back to center. Heel toe your feet toward the center of your mat. Draw your knees and your ankles to touch. Sweep your arms high to the sky. Reach your chest toward the front of the room and your gaze up toward the ceiling. Press your tailbone toward the back of your chair for chair pose. Feel the stretch from your belly button all the way up to your chin. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Come all the way down. Draw the palms of your hands to the front of your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Kiss your fingertips to touch. And bring your hands back to heart center. We're going to come back to our warrior two again, right where we started, with our right leg bent deeply, the length of our left leg. We're going to do some flowing here. Vinyasa is a nice flow. We're going to reach our arms out to the horizon for a warrior two. You know the pose name, so here we go. Lengthen out of your waist. Exhale, hinge at your hips, side angle. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Come all the way back. We're going to do this 3 times. Reach back to warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Again, you can always reach your hand down. Come all the way back up to warrior two. And then reach your hand back to reverse your warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Hold here. Release your hands to your chairs and start to heel toe your feet back to the center of your mat. Walk your knees and your ankles to touch. Sweep your arms high to the sky. Draw your shoulder blades down your back body. Look up for chair pose. And then draw your hands down to heart center. Hinge at your hips, forward fold. Draw your hands to the earth. Sweep your hands to the front of your shins. Lengthen your back. Look down as if you're looking into a swimming pool. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Kiss your fingertips to touch and bring your hands down to heart center. Reach your left leg out to the side of your chair, knee bent, reaching your right leg behind you. Again, if this long length is uncomfortable, you can always bend your knee. Reach your arms out to the horizon. Look over your middle finger for warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your front arm to your front thigh, your back arm straight up for side angle. Again, you can always reach your bottom arm all the way down. Inhale, back to warrior two. And then exhale to reverse your warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two, all the way back to reverse your warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side angle. Keep flowing, keep working. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, all the way back to reversing your warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Draw your hands down to your chairs. Start to heel toe your feet to the center of your mat, drawing your knees and your ankles to touch. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Thumbs hip width distance apart, reaching toward the back of the room. Draw your shoulder blades down your back body. Look high to the sky. Open your heart and your throat up to the ceiling. Push your tailbone to the back of your chair for chair pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Bring your hands down to the earth. And then draw your palms to the front of your shins. Keep squeezing your knees and your thighs to touch. Lengthen your spine. Look down as if you're looking into a swimming pool. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Kiss your fingertips to touch. Bring your hands down to heart center. Hinge at your hips one more time, all the way down. Keep squeezing your thighs and your knees. Inhale, draw your hands out to the horizon. Use the strength of your abs. Come all the way up. Bring your fingers to touch. And then your hands down to heart center, your chin towards your chest. Take notice of your breath. If your lips have come unsealed, reseal them back, taking a long breath in through your nose for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out of your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you haven't already, open your eyes. Lower your hands down to the earth and tiptoe your feet a good distance apart. Draw both hands under your left knee, starting to open your hip wide. And then bring it back to center. Open your hip wide, keeping your right foot stable. Close to center. Open wide. Close to center. Open wide, using the strength of your arms and the strength of your abs. Back to center. One more time. Hold here and start to circle your hip clockwise and counterclockwise. When you're done, lower your foot back down to the earth. And then take your hands underneath your right knee, opening your knee wide, closing it. Open your knee wide, close it. Open your knee wide, close it. Open your knee wide, close it. Inhale, open your knee wide, hold here. Exhale, start to circle clockwise, then counterclockwise. Really warming up your hips. And then return both feet down to the earth. Ground your hands into your chair. Find yourself back to the edge of the chair if you're not there. Lengthen your spine, drawing the crown of your head high. Bring the sole of your left foot up against your right ankle. You can stay right here, starting to feel the opening of your hip flexor right here. If you'd like to explore, you can bring the sole of your foot up to your calf, starting to draw your knee down. For full expression, you can even draw your ankle onto your thigh. Feeling the stretch in your knee. Again, we're really working hard to protect our knees, so if for any reason this is uncomfortable, start by flexing your foot. And if that is still not feeling good, go ahead and cross all the way, thigh to thigh with no air, no light. You'll still get the stretch into your hips. So whatever variation you've taken, find it. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Kiss your fingertips to touch. And bring your hands down to heart center, tucking your chin, getting the wrinkles you may have out of the back of your neck. You can stay right here. We're going to hold this pose. For a little bit more intensity, you can always draw your left elbow to your left thigh, reaching your left knee a little bit deeper. You can take your right hand, grab the chair for stability, keeping both of your hips down onto your chair if they're lifting back out, and bring your hands back to heart center. Whatever works best for you. Continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Long, luxurious breaths, bringing in fresh oxygen into your body. Feel the air as it travels all the way down to your hip bones, and then exhale, pushing every ounce of stale air you have out. Wherever you are, bring your hands back to heart center. And then with the help of your hands, release your knee, reaching your foot straight down, heel onto the earth. If you have a mat, you can walk your heel toward the edge of your mat. If not, just bring your leg into a diagonal. And then sweep your arms high. Hinge with a minor twist. And then start to bring your belly button towards your thighs. Your hands can start on your thighs, work their way down towards your knees, your shins, your ankles, and your toes. What I really want you to be sensitive to is to be stable on your chair. You're going to feel the stretch either way. For a deep stretch, bring your toes up toward the ceiling, feeling that stretch in your calf and in your hamstring. If you need a little less intensity, you can always draw your toes down toward the earth for a different stretch on the front of your leg. Whatever variation you take, and draw your gaze towards your left leg and feel the stretch. Inhale with the strength of your abs, come all the way up. And then draw your left foot down onto the earth. Bring your hands back to the chair to find stability. And bring the sole of your right foot against your left ankle. You know where we're going. We're opening your hip right here, so you can stay here or be adventurous. If it feels right, start to travel it up, maybe all the way across. And again, if this is not feeling comfortable on your knee, just cross thigh to thigh with no air, no light. Use your hands, find your stability. And then inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Kiss your fingertips to touch. Bring your hands down to heart center. You can stay right here, or bring your right elbow to your inside of your thigh. Feeling a deeper stretch into your knee. You can stay like this, or you can take your left hand for more stability onto the chair. Feel your stretch. You may feel the stretch in your hips, the insides of your thighs. Beautiful. Wherever you are, come right back to center, using the help of your hands to bring both feet down to the earth. And then start to walk your right heel toward the edge of your mat, or to diagonal if you're not on a mat, either way. Then sweep your arms high to the sky with a gentle hinge at your hips. Start to lower your hands onto your thighs as you bend forward, walking your hands down, going as low as feels comfortable. When you flex your toes up, you'll feel this stretch in your calf and in your hamstring. If you point your toes, you'll feel it more on the front of your leg. If you do have your toes flexed and you're feeling it in the back of your knee, then go ahead and release some of that flex, because you really want to feel it in the belly of your hamstring, not in the back of your knee. Start to walk yourself up. Bring both feet back together, ankles and knees to touch. Readjust so that you're at the edge of chair. Sweep your arms high to the sky. Exhale, lower your right hand to the outside of your left thigh and your left hand onto the chair behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over your left shoulder for a deep twist. Using your hands to grip your thighs or the chair to deepen your twist, wringing out your spine. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the crown of your head a little bit higher. Exhale, bring your eyes a touch more toward the back wall. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Exhale, lower your left hand to the outside of your right thigh and your right hand down to the chair. Looking toward the front of the room, lengthen your spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Keep squeezing your knees and your thighs. Feeling the twist in your spine. Take another deep breath in. Lengthen your spine and the crown of your head. And draw your eyes just a millimeter more toward the back of the room for this deep twist. Inhale, peel your hands high to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Again, your hands can start at your thighs, your knees, your shins, or all the way down to your toes, drawing your gaze toward your belly button, allowing all the movement that you've made to seep in. Slowly come up one vertebrae at a time, allowing the palms of your hands to reach toward the front of the room. And then gently lift your gaze. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take another deep breath in here. Open your mouth wide. Exhale. Release any last bit of air that you may still have circulating. And you can close your eyes or lower your gaze, drawing your chin towards your chest. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you on the mat at another time.